Today we will discuss about the portal vein. Here you can see the organ inside the abdominal cavity in situ. This is the greater omentum. I will reflect. This is the stomach, and here I will show you the I have dissected already. That's why you can see this is the superior mesenteric vein. What is the portal circulation? It is the part of the systemic circulation. It is a part of systemic circulation. It has a double set of capillaries before it drains to the systemic circulation. So, how the portal vein which is formed, I will show you here the one example. Here you can see this is the superior mesenteric vein. And this superior mesenteric vein which is formed by there are many tributaries of the superior mesenteric vein. This is a tributaries. This is the from the right side. So this is a right colic vein, and this also there is a, here you can see this is a ileocolic vein. Here it is a continuation of the superior mesenteric artery along with its tributaries. So this is a ileocolic vein. So the portal vein basically it receives the blood. Receives the blood from the whole of the gastrointestinal tract except the rectum and the part of the portal vein. It receives the whole of the blood from the whole of the GIT except rectum and anal canal. So it is a double set of veins. First of all, it is mainly it receives the nutritions from the whole of the small intestine. So it receives not only receives the deoxygenated blood, but whatever the nutrient which is digested and which is absorbed inside the small intestine, which is drained inside the tributaries of the superior mesenteric vein. Then this superior mesenteric vein which is united with the, here you can see it is united with the splenic vein, and the splenic vein also drains the inferior mesenteric vein. Here you can see this is the inferior mesenteric vein. Splenic vein also drains the inferior mesenteric vein. I will show you the complete inferior mesenteric vein. Here you can see this is a inferior mesenteric vein. Here you can see this is a splenic vein, and this is a inferior mesenteric vein. This inferior mesenteric vein drain inside the splenic vein. So both the splenic vein and the superior mesenteric vein both are united just behind to the neck of the pancreas, and it forms the portal vein. And this portal vein have a three parts. Below to it is the infraduodenal part. It is called the pancreatic part. Behind to the duodenum, it is called the retroduodenal, and above to the duodenum, it is called the supraduodenal part of the portal vein. So it is the portal vein has a two part, extrahepatic part and intrahepatic parts. It is like it work like a artery. Initially, it receives the tributaries from the whole of the intestine, large as well as small intestine. And now we will discuss about the relations of the portal vein. Infraduodenal part or the part below to the duodenum, it is the pancreatic part. In front it is the neck of the pancreas, which is front relations of the portal vein formed by the neck of the pancreas. And posteriorly it is related by the inferior vena cava. I will show you here it is the inferior vena cava. So the posteriorly it is formed by the inferior vena cava and right by the bile duct. Here you can see this is the portal vein. So it is right by the bile duct. It is the relations. Retroduodenal part, which is the part behind to the duodenum, it is called the retroduodenal. So anteriorly there is a first part of the duodenum. Which is separated by the gastroduodenal artery. Here you can see this is the gastroduodenal artery which separate to the portal vein. So in between there is In between there is a first part of the duodenum and portal vein, there is a gastroduodenal artery which is passes. So the anteriorly there is a first part of the duodenum and gastroduodenal artery. Posteriorly behind also once again there is a inferior vena cava, but you have to remember posteriorly it is by the inferior vena cava. Here you can see it is the posterior relations of the portal vein. And the supraduodenal part means the part between the liver and the upper margin of the duodenum. It is the supraduodenal part of the portal vein. It is within the lesser omentum. It is lies within the lesser omentum. It is called the porta hepatis, and three structure inside the porta hepatis: bile duct, portal vein, and hepatic artery. These are the, and also lymph nodes along with it. So it is front on the right side by the bile duct, on the right side by the bile duct, on the left side by the hepatic artery. Left side by the hepatic artery. It is the relations of the portal vein. And on the behind, which is separated, there is also inferior vena cava, but it is separated by the one foramen. It is called the epiploic foramen. So it is the posteriorly it is related with the inferior vena cava, but in between there is a portal vein and inferior vena cava. There is a gap. It is called the epiploic foramen. So these are the relations of the portal vein: extrahepatic part, infraduodenal part, it is called the pancreatic part; second part, it is called the duodenal part; and supraduodenal part, it is called the part inside the porta hepatis. So this is about to the extra hepatic part of the portal vein. It is formed by the two vein. Basically you have to remember splenic vein, and another is the superior mesenteric vein. What is the characteristic of this vein? Whatever the blood which is mostly the superior mesenteric vein, which is the receives the blood from the small intestine, and it contains the more abundant amount of the nutrient, because the small intestine which absorbs the nutrient, and the blood from the splenic vein mainly it receives also from the inferior mesenteric vein. So this blood which is the mainly it does not receive the nutrient, even though the blood which is pass into the single vein like inside the portal vein, but both the blood which is retained separated, it is called the streamline. And the blood of the superior mesenteric vein normally it goes to the right lobe, and the blood of the splenic vein goes to the left lobe of the liver. So this is the characteristic of the portal vein. Now once the portal vein enter inside the liver, it like a artery, it divide into the right branch, which is the less oblique, and it is a major. We have not right now dissected the intrahepatic part of the portal vein, but the right portal vein which is larger as compared to the left portal vein, but it is the physiologically it is divided. And intrahepatically the portal vein there is a circulate through the portal vein, then the portal canal, then hepatic sinusoid, central veins, sublobular veins, hepatic vein, and then the hepatic vein which is open inside the inferior vena cava. Which are the site of the portocaval anastomosis? Here you can see the site of the portocaval anastomosis. First at the here you can see this is the left gastric artery, and this left gastric artery along with the left gastric vein, it is a part of the portal system. It is a part of the portal system. It is a left gastric vein ultimately open inside the portal system, and the vein, another esophageal veins, systemic vein at the lower end of the esophagus, also tributaries of the hemiazygous vein. So left gastric vein, it is a part of portal vein, and the hemiazygous vein, it is a part of the systemic vein at the cardiac end of the stomach and the lower end of the esophagus. So it is called whenever it is a first anastomosis, At the second anastomosis by the superior at the rectum by the formations of the along with it there is a, here you can see this is the artery. It is a superior rectal artery along with its superior rectal veins. So it is a part of the portal vein because it is a drain inside the inferior mesenteric vein, and the middle rectal and inferior rectal vein are the part of the systemic vein. So it is the second site of the second site for the portocaval anastomosis. Third site of the portocaval anastomosis, it is the umbilicus. So the vein along with the falciform ligament, it is the paraumbilical veins, and from the anti-abdominal wall there is a superior epigastric and inferior epigastric veins, which makes the and also lateral thoracic vein, which makes the part of the systemic vein, while the paraumbilical vein, which is coming along with it, the falciform ligament, it is a part of the portal system. It is the third site of the portocaval anastomosis. So whenever there is a cirrhosis of liver which is occurs, there is a dilatation of this vein which is occur. It is called the caput medusa around to the umbilicus. It is the cartwheel appearance of the veins. It is called the caput medusa. Mainly the cirrhosis of the liver inside the India, basically due to the alcoholism, it is lead to there is a cirrhosis of the liver which is occur inside the India. It is the most common. It is the alcoholism. Fourth anastomosis, which is the behind to the peritoneum. Here at the behind to the peritoneum, because the kidney, all these things are the retroperitoneals. So behind to the peritoneum there is a splenic vein as well as the colic vein. Splenic vein and colic vein are the part of the portal vein, and this kidney, it is the left renal veins. Tributaries of the left renal veins are the vein, and other tributaries of the inferior vena cava, number of small vein, it is called the vein of reeds. Vein of the reeds. All this anastomosis between the tributaries of the spleen and left colic flexure of the colon, it is a part of the portal vein, while the splenic while the renal vein tributaries and inferior vena cava tributaries, it is a vein of the reeds. It is a part of the systemic, and this between there is anastomosis. It is a fourth site of the portocaval anastomosis. Also, there is a site at the bare area of the liver. We have not dissected here this bare area of the liver. Here there is a anastomosis inside the between the right and left triangular ligament. There is a bare area. It is the portal radicals of the liver communicated with the diaphragmatic veins. Portal radicals which is communicated with the diaphragmatic veins. It is the fifth site, and it is also falciform ligament. It is the site of the portocaval anastomosis, where there is a paraumbilical vein, portal vein communicated with the diaphragmatic veins. And during the fetal lives also, this portal vein which is connected with the inferior vena cava, so directly connected by the directly which is connected during the fetal life, it is by the communicated by the ductus venosus, by the ductus venosus. Here I will show you, this is the remnant of the ductus venosus, but mainly the left umbilical left portal vein which is merged inside the connected with the inferior vena cava, it is during the fetal lives. Normally it is after the birth, which is obliterated, so it is not presence. So two side where there is a esophageal side of the portocaval anastomosis and the rectal side of the portocaval anastomosis. When there is a cirrhosis of the liver which occurs at the esophageal side, there is a esophageal varices, and it leads to there is a bleeding of the inside the vomiting. There is a bleeding of the blood. It is called the hematemesis. And inside the rectum, there is a bleeding. It leads to there is a hemorrhoids which is forms. So this is the site of the portocaval anastomosis and the formations of the portal veins. And what is the portal circulations? The always portal circulation, it is two sets of capillary before drain into the systemic circulations. Normally there is a one set of capillaries whole over the body, but inside the portal system it is the two sets of the capillaries. So hope you likes the lecture of the portal vein. Normally the portal pressures, which is the 15 mm of Hg, 5 to 15 mm of Hg. Normally it is 5 to 15 mm Hg. Some books it is explained as a 8 to 10 mm Hg, 5 to 10 mm Hg, but increase after the 10 to over the 10 or 15 mm of Hg, it increase the portal hypertension and it lead to the esophageal bleeding. It is the esophageal varices, anorectal, there is a hemorrhoids, there is a paraumbilical caput medusa. It is the cartwheel appearance of the paraumbilical veins. So this is about to the portal veins. And now supply. So once again I will short revision. Here you can see this is the splenic vein and this is the supramesenteric vein. Behind to the neck of the pancreas it makes a portal vein, and it is a three part: pancreatic part or infraduodenal part, retroduodenal part and supraduodenal part. It is the extrahepatic part of the portal vein, and inside the liver it is called the intrahepatic part of the livers. So this is about to the portal vein. Thank you.